Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about that hook and why you should use that hook in your project, right? So I think you get some of the idea from it. And now in this video, I want to working with this hook. So as I told you, if you want to create some of the states into the functional component, then you have to use that hook, right? So previously all that section I have created all that class component. So right, if you go to that our app.js, into the app.js, here you can see there is a class component. So right now I want to convert it from our class component to the functional component. So how can do that work? I show you. Like right now I just remove everything from here. Okay, I just simply remove it, and now I want to create some of the functional component. So if you want to create some of the functional component, first of all you have to add that port. So I just simply added that export, and I just take one of the constant. Okay, I just take one of the constant and I just name it as a app. Because of all from here we have to also make the things as a default as a app. So for now I just simply take that name as a app. Okay, so now I want to create one of the functional, that means here our array function. So I just simply create our array function. Okay, so into this function area I want to first of all return it. So returned, and into the return area if you want to pass some of the data, then you have to add the things with the div. This will be just like the same before, and also here that will be as a column, right? So now in particular that area I want to add some of the h1 tag. That means I want to show some of the message actually. Okay, some of the headline as a this is a functional component. Okay, functional component. I hope you can well understand about it. Before that was actually the class component, so now I converted it to our functional component. So now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh our page, like that is our page, I just refresh and go to our home. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly now loaded our another component, that means the app component, and also showing that message as this is a functional component. So here we successfully update that part. That means here we successfully convert it from our class component to the functional component, right friend? I hope it's very much clear to you. So now into the functional area I want to update it. I want to add some of the function. So like here I name it as a clicking me. Okay, so this type of one of the name, and also I want to create one of the button. So I just simply create one of the button, and here I close it, and I just put that button name as a click me. Okay, so this type of one of the button. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, now you can see that is actually the button as a clicking me. So here I want to do, when you click as a click, automatically it will be incremented. This type of one of the functionality I want to add it on here. So as I told you, if you go to that hook, if you want to use that functionality, that means right now that is our functional, right? That is our functional component, and with the functional component you cannot use that states, right? So if you want to use that state, that means the state, previously in our class component we use that state, right? So that is actually a functional component. So into the functional component you cannot directly use that state. So for the reasons here you have to use another things. Here you have to use that use states. First of all you have to add it. So I just simply copy it, and now first of all I want to add it into the React. So after that React I just simply use our this use states. So now here I just simply add all the constant. So that is our constant, and into the constant area I want to take two of this. Here we have to add two of this. One will be as a states. So that means I show you, then it will be very much clear to you. One will be as a states, another would be as a set states. Set its states, and here after this with our this use states. Okay, so with this use states, and then our initial states. So I just name it as initial states. Okay, so that will be as initial states. So in particular that position, that means here first of all that it will be as a states name. Okay, that will be as a states name. That means which data value you want to provide, and this will be if you want to update this value. That means if you want to update this value, you can update this value with this set states. Okay, so they have the two array. One will be as a states name, and this one for the update this states name. So make that sure you understand that part. And also here I use that use state. So I also define our use states on here, and that will be our initial states, all the data. So now I want to update it. Okay, that means into the constant area, I want to add one of the value, and I just put that value name whatever you want. So right now I make the things as a count. Okay, I just make the things, our value will be count. Okay, and this one is for the update. That means if you want to update this count, then our this states, that means here whatever you put that name, so I just name it as a increase count. Okay, so I just name it as a increase count. So it should be working for update this value, and that is actually our initial state. That means when this our value will be started, so that will be our initial state. So into the initial state I just make the things as a 0. That means it should be updated from to the 0. Okay, and into the returned area, so that is our clicking me. So here I want to show our this count, that means our value, which actually started from to the 0. Everything will be very much clear to you, friend, don't worry. So here I just simply pass our this count. Okay, I just simply pass it. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, so now here you can see it's now showing as a failed to compile because of all into the count income. Here you can see that there should be you can see that I miss our is equal to, that means this one. So here we have to use it. You can see I just actually run this command, that means this one. So better in particular that position, that means here I didn't add that is equal to, so that it will be as is equal to, right? So now you can see our total error is now totally gone. So now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it again, yeah, now you can see it's now showing as a count. So this count, as I initialize it from to the 0, right? So I initialize it from to the 0 for the reasons in our use states area. I put that our initial value as a 0. So this value actually, that means this one. So here I just put that our value, and this one is used for update this count, right? So now I want to update it. So in particular in our button area, so into the button area, when I click as a click me button, then I want to update our this specific count. So when it will be updated, that means when this our value will be updated, then our this function will be work, right? So now for the reasons I want to add it as a on click. I name on the another event as an on click event. I think you already know about it. Into the on click event area, so here I want to pass our this function. So it should be, first of all, here we have to pass our event. So our event, and then our array function, and into the array function area I want to pass our which one, I want to pass our this update person. That means if you want to update it, then you have to update it with this one, right? That means with this one I want to update our this count value. So here in particular that area I just simply pass that name, and here how much value you want to update. So I also want to add it. So here I want to update our this count will be updated +2. Okay, +2, +3, whatever you want. So right now I just simply add it as a +2. Okay, that means when you click as a click me, then our initial value we started from to the 0, then it should be counting another +2 on here. I hope it's very much clear to you, friend. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, so now I just click as a click me. Yes, you can see it's now perfectly updated as a 2, click as a 4, you click as a click me. So always it's incremented by the 2, right? So it's incremented by the 2. So for the reasons here I added that count. So that is our count value name. So this the count is now +2. That means this count value, and then it's automatically added as a 2 in particular that area. So if you want to update it, then we have to update it with our this function, that is our increment count. So right now I'm actually using that name. So whatever name you will put on here, you have to pass it into the function area. Okay, that means in our on click event area I just simply added that function, and everything is now perfectly working. I hope it's very much clear to you. So that is actually the instruction already here. They have some of the example. Here you can see there is a return value, there is a click count, and with the click count area is pass it. So friend, I hope it's very much clear to you what exactly the things I did in our constant area. Into the constant area, first of all, it will be as your value name. That means your state's name. And if you want to update this your value, then you have to update it without this function. And then our use states, here you can add your initialize value. So I just simply added our initialize value as a 0. Okay. So if you want to make the things as a 4 or 5, I just click as a save all. So now it will be updated as a 5. Like I just refresh it. Now it's counting from to the 0 because of all I added that initialize value as a 0. So now if you click as a click me, yes, you can see it's now updated 5, 10, 15 and the 20. Right friends, so we did that work with using our functional component. So that is our functional component. So in our next video, I will show you how can convert your functional component to the class component. Then it will be very much interactive to you. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.